second minute of action here between FC Davis and Napa Valley. We have FC Davis, who still have a perfect record in the NorCal Conference. They are 8-0-0, and Napa Valley, who are just having the ball right now. Napa Valley are in white. They are in third place in the NorCal Conference. They have 6 wins and just drew their most recent matchup, so they are 6-1-0. But let's get into the action here. Second minute, FC Davis is in all black, whereas Napa Valley will be in all white. In Detroit, we have 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Beautiful weather for a game of soccer. We see a throw-in going towards the far side, but it is headed away by FC Davis. Looks like for a throw-in for Napa Valley. Once again, Napa Valley driving up and looking to catch FC Davis, who have not dropped any points so far in the league. We see a short throw-in. Crossed into the box. Oh, and it was off the head, but just too tall for the goal. It was a great look for Napa Valley, though. Fantastic look, but it's going to be in goal kick for FC Davis. FC Davis, perfect record. 29 goals that they've scored this season. Though they have allowed 14, they've allowed more goals this year than Napa Valley has. So they're going to have to keep their defense up tight if they want to come away with this one as well. Tried to get a cross into the middle of the box on the left wing, but strongly defended from Napa Valley. Will be out for a throw-in. FC Davis inside of Napa Valley's half of the field, gets the ball back, looking for a cross, passing it back. So it will go out of play for a throw-in for FC Davis. Once again, they will likely be looking for a goal. Oh, they get across into the middle of the box. Napa Valley is going to have to defend, which they're doing. And they regain possession. We see FC Davis drop back. Trying to apply some pressure. Napa Valley has to kick it back. And it looks like FC Davis will be awarded a potential corner kick. I think there might have been a miscommunication between Napa Valley's goalkeeper and might have let the ball spill out for a corner kick for FC Davis. If FC Davis can get on to the ball early, onto the score sheet early, it would be a huge start. They've been known this season to get off to quick starts. So this could be another quick start inside of 5 minutes. FC Davis with a fantastic opportunity at goal with the corner kick. Goes across and the ball goes over everybody. And it will go out for a goal kick in favor of Napa Valley. Fantastic look from FC Davis. They were likely looking for Elijah Alba, who leads the team with 8 goals. They were likely looking for him, but unfortunately for them, the ball just skied over all of their heads. Though Napa Valley will take control of this and look to drive into their left wing to start some offense. And they're keeping possession on that left wing, but will pass it back to avoid the high press from FC Davis. Good long ball from Napa Valley, headed out for a throw-in. And FC Davis is third, but in favor of Napa Valley. Going to try and press. Napa Valley also with 29 goals scored on the year. So both Napa Valley and FC Davis have 29 goals in their matchups. Though Napa Valley does have a game in hand. Napa has only played 7 games, whereas FC Davis has played 8 on the year. Napa Valley cannot get to first place on the table with a win tonight. Though despite being a game in hand, they will climb up to second place We see a foul on the field. It'll be a free kick in a good area for Napa Valley. We'll look to try to get a cross into the box and try to get some of their players on the end of that one. We saw a near chance a couple minutes ago when Napa Valley had a corner kick and it connected with one of their players, but it just went over the goal. We'll see if they can have that same sort of connection, but have a successful shot on target. Cross above the defenders, gets through everybody, and will fall out for a goal kick. The connection wasn't secure for Napa Valley with that one, and FC Davis will take the ball back. Look to start from their own end. Going for a long strike. Will try to start play in their own half, but Napa Valley strong to defend it. Brings it back to their own end. And so far, Napa Valley's been doing well in the possession game. They've been keeping the ball away from FC Davis. Though FC Davis trying their best to intercept the ball when they can. Good string of passes from Napa Valley, but gets picked off by FC Davis and will look to try to build on their own. A good through ball onto the right wing. Though FC Davis will keep that. It looks to have gone out though. The channel was too tight and Napa Valley will secure possession. It will go in Napa Valley's favor. Ball goes out of play once again. Napa Valley will regain that possession. Will start from their own end. And will try to build what could be a potential successful result here against FC Davis. Again, they drew for the very first time. They dropped points for the very first time last week against Fuego U23. The scoreline was 2-2 in that matchup. Could not break through at the end of that one. Though they have a chance to soil the perfect season of FC Davis. They look to get a couple of throw-ins in, though FC Davis seems to have recovered and will start with a higher press. A lot of action on that right side of the field. Not letting a lot of space open for either team to get much possession going. It looks like FC Davis might have secured possession of the ball. We'll take a throw-in. And we'll look to throw it in deep, but a lot of Napa Valley players there to defend the ball. It looks like we have a foul against an FC Davis player. Napa Valley will take the free kick in their own territory as many players retreat. The League for Clubs is proud to partner with Select as our exclusive match ball provider. Learn more about Select by visiting online at select-sport.com. Napa Valley will play out of their own end. And once again, keep the possession numbers high. They'll look to find an open lane. It's going to be difficult against an FC Davis team who has not wavered once this season. So they're bringing the fight. They get a ball out of bounds, deep into FC Davis territory, and will look to start a threatening attack. Napa Valley have plenty of goal scorers they can rely on. They can go with Luis Ramirez, who has 11 on the season, or Dario Pavone with 9 on the season. So they have plenty of players who have scored multiple goals. A beautiful header into the box, but kicked away and cleared from FC Davis. It was another good look for Napa Valley, who seems to be getting a majority of the strikes early, but have not broken through. Napa Valley look to keep the press going, look to keep the attack. And FC Davis will just kick it out of play. Try to slow down the momentum, try to slow down the game, and get their players back on track. FC Davis will allow a throw in once again, just keeping the action on that right side of the field. Though it's Napa Valley's left wing. That will be intercepted by FC Davis. And now we'll try to build in their own end. But look at the Napa Valley players surround them. Oh, I think FC Davis recovers and are going to start a possession of their own. Can they get an attack going? Keeping it on that right wing. Tries to press up, but the ref blows his whistle. There's a potential foul there. And it looks like it's going to be an FC Davis free kick. Both teams have scored plenty of goals across the year and during multiple of their matchups. They hardly ever leave games with just a 1 or 2 scoreline. They score 3 to 4 per game. FC Davis last week beat Rush Silicon Valley 4 to 3. They look to get on the board early to try to score a similar amount, though against an opponent who just lost points for the first time this season. So this is going to be quite the challenge. Good cross into the box, headed away from Napa Valley. And they will look to start the counter, but FC Davis had a couple of defenders paying attention and making sure that that attack is stymied. Napa Valley with a good throw in. Tries to head it back and start an attack. Oh, a good back flick. Oh, man, but FC Davis had 3 players barrel in to Napa Valley. It was a beautiful back heel. Just as the ball was going out of play. But FC Davis looking again to slow down Napa Valley's momentum. They've been playing quickly. Napa Valley trying to get ahead early. They look more like the team that wants to get ahead early, and they have another opportunity to do so here in the 14th minute of this game. It's a prime free kick opportunity. Going to be crossed into the box. Lower arc, though recovered by Napa Valley. Going to cross it back and just send it back to restart that attack. The free kick was just a little too low. Did not get enough height on it to be able to bypass all of the FC Davis defenders. But we get a good cross in the middle of the field. And FC Davis were strong to defend that, but will concede a corner for the second time this game. Napa Valley will look to capitalize off of this corner kick, whereas FC Davis is feeling the pressure early in this match. Again, they have allowed more goals than Napa Valley, so they're going to have to keep their defense up tight. But we see the corner kick. Many of Napa Valley players rush towards the ball, but it looks like there was a foul against the goalkeeper, or against Napa Valley. And FC Davis will take possession once again. A good corner kick opportunity, but just maybe a little too hasty with the attack. Just made it impossible for some of the defenders to be able to get to the end of that ball. Though played all the way down to Napa Valley's half. We see the possession start up once again. As they switch up the field of play, Napa Valley looking to rebuild their attack. Good through ball to potentially get across inside the box. There's a player. Just well defended from FC Davis. Napa Valley had an opportunity with a player inside the box. But FC Davis doing well to keep the ball out of the net early. Though have not been able to keep possession for a long period of time, giving the ball right back to Napa Valley, who are definitely on the front foot in these first 16 minutes of play. FC Davis will take the ball away and try to avoid the fast attack from Napa Valley. They are flying across the field, but FC Davis methodically getting their way across midfield, switching up the field, trying to disorient the players of Napa Valley. You see a good cross, a nice chance that might have required the attention of Napa Valley's keeper. And it looks like it's going to go out for a corner kick for FC Davis. So both teams now with 2 corner kicks in this matchup before the first 20 minutes are up. FC Davis are no strangers to scoring goals early and often, so this could be a good opportunity. High corner kick, caught by the keeper, and now a potential counterattack can be on the way for Napa Valley. As we see a nice ground pass towards the right wing, but a good switch up of play all the way across the field, headed away from FC Davis though. And another switch up of play. Open player for Napa Valley. Can you get there in time? Cross the ball to the box. Headed over the goal. Too much steam on that one. Though a quick restart from FC Davis. Now they're not going to let him sit and wait. Now we're going to see him play. Try to equal the energy that Napa Valley has been producing in this matchup. It was another good chance, but just a little too fast for Napa Valley to be able to gain some control on that shot attempt. Though FC Davis looking to maybe create one of their own, driving down that right channel, and potentially trying to get a ball inside the box. They do, but it's recovered by the keeper. Well done for Napa Valley. And this time, slow things down. Don't forget to follow the League for Clubs on social media to keep up with the news and notes from around the league. You can find us at Facebook, Instagram, Threads, X, and Blue Sky. Follow us at the League_FC or search the League for Clubs to find our official accounts. Napa Valley bringing the ball into FC Davis territory. It might have received a corner kick. This would be their 3rd corner, if so. So it looks like a deep throw in instead, and that's exactly what it is. They're going to try and throw it into the box. They got players there doing it on the end of it. FC Davis held the ball over the line, just making sure it doesn't go inside the goal. Wow, that was Napa Valley's best attempt by far. It just didn't look like there was enough power on that final touch, and the keeper was allowed to keep the ball out of the goal, holding it over the line to make sure it does not cross. Though Napa Valley are continuing to strike, continuing to attack. How many punches will they land before they finally get a knockdown, before they finally get a breakthrough? FC Davis, though, looking to answer on their own. They're making sure that their defense stays tight. They realize they have a perfect record intact right now. 8 wins, no draws, no losses. They know that they need to take an advantage at some point. They could be looking to tire out Napa Valley. Let them have the ball early and often, but with no successful attempts, that could deplete their energy. Napa Valley, though, making sure they keep the ball in enemy territory, though FC Davis will regain possession. Keeper has to play it a little quickly there. We had some high press from Napa Valley, and it'll go back to their possession. They are keeping the ball in FC Davis's half, making it very tough for FC Davis to break through and get possession started of their own. Good switch up of play. Ball hovering around midfield. Sending back to that left wing. Gonna see a potential drive up. Cross into the box. Breaks through a couple of people, but semi-cleared away, I will say, for FC Davis. And they look to get the ball back. Now they're going to try to keep it for a prolonged period of time. They have an open player facing goal, but can they get through the numerous Napa Valley defenders to allow that chance to happen? FC Davis, good throw in. Woo! But the keeper was there. A lot of action on that right side. It might have just been a quick free kick. So now Napa Valley's going to slow this restart down. It looks like some players are just getting set for a potential goal kick. Everyone's finding their own shape. And Napa Valley will continue and restart possession. And will try once again to break through this FC defense that they have not been able to crack. They've been able to bend it, but they have not been able to crack it in the first 26 minutes of this matchup. Good clearance, though, from FC Davis to make sure the attack is stymied. Though they lose possession. Must have slipped. And Napa Valley will start to bring the ball up once again through the left wing. Gonna need to try to find some help there. But FC Davis with a strong defensive play to force the possession away from Napa Valley. And FC Davis's defense, once again, showing their strength, showing their resilience. Showing that they know what's at stake. They know that even if they lose this game, FC Davis, they will still remain on top of the conference. They will still remain in first place. That being said, they need to keep up the points lead. They need to keep up the points gap. That is their motivation today. They will go up 9 points over Napa Valley if FC Davis can get all 3 points and win this matchup as the ball goes out of play for a Napa Valley throw-in who have other plans. Look to go within 3 points of FC Davis with a game in hand if they secure all 3 points today and get a win. That will entirely depend on whether any of their chances ends up becoming a breakthrough as they are awarded another throw-in in this matchup. Napa Valley, a few players in the box, gonna look to try something creative here, but unfortunately loses possession. Beautiful side heel flick from FC Davis to try to continue a possession, though ends up losing the ball, or at least the ball gets kicked out of bounds. Or they do lose the ball. A Napa Valley throwing great defense from Napa Valley, and we will see a free kick go in favor, or foul will go against Napa Valley, and FC Davis will take possession of the ball. Looks like a little bit of a rough play there on both sides of the ball. FC Davis were looking to start a beautiful counter, but one pass from the left wing back towards the center of the field allowed Napa Valley to get back into it. And then on the other end, Napa Valley just losing their footing a little bit and crashing into some of the FC Davis players as they were starting to get the ball back. But FC Davis with the restart and loses their footing and allows Napa Valley to get back into it as they try to switch it towards the right channel. Napa Valley with a cross inside the box. Can we see a shot from the box? Saved from FC Davis. What a save. A powerful shot from Napa Valley. Saved from FC Davis. And we are still scoreless. Another fantastic chance from Napa Valley. He passed the ball through once again. Good cross, but good defense off the head of the FC Davis defender. And we have another Napa Valley corner kick awaiting us. Napa Valley with a beautiful shot from around 8 yards out. It looked like they had the whole goal, but the ball just went straight to the keeper's hands. In good, strong hands from FC Davis to keep that ball once again out of their own goal. Napa Valley, though, with another corner kick. Got players across the entire box, though FC Davis gets ahead to it and will try to clear, but not before it's headed inside the box. Can we see looked like a potential bicycle kick was planned, but Napa Valley will leave it off for one of their strikers. Though, not before it is cleared by FC Davis. And Napa Valley has some players sitting back to make sure a counter does not come to fruition. Intense action in this 0-0 matchup so far between Napa Valley, 1839 FC, and FC Davis. Napa Valley trying a deep pass down to the left wing. Two players inside the box. High cross, though. And the ball will stay in play. Napa Valley will pass it back. And get a cross into an open area inside the 18. Can we get a turnaround and a shot? Ball back flick. Good cross. Saved by FC Davis. Napa Valley with a good string of plays there to try to find some openings and get a shot off. They've been successful. They've gotten a couple of shots on target, but requiring the hands of FC Davis to save that one once again. And they are keeping Napa Valley scoreless, just the way FC Davis wanted. Now FC Davis will look to have a substantial bit of possession, something that they've struggled to have throughout this first half, as they drive down the right wing. Though once again, intercepted by Napa Valley. Seems like FC Davis is really having a tough time once they kind of get into that final third of Napa Valley. Whereas Napa Valley starting to get some good successful drives, finding a player inside the box. Hits the crossbar. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. Napa Valley had a cross into one player that was more forward inside the box, but it was headed away from FC Davis. And then another player was right behind them at the edge of the 18, strikes the ball with such force that it rattles off the crossbar. My goodness, that could not have been any closer to 1-0 Napa Valley, though FC Davis look to change the fortunes in their favor, but the ball was just too long, and Napa Valley will look to try to recreate some of that potential magic once again, except this time we'll maybe expect a breakthrough. My goodness, though the ball was too deep. Looked like someone might have been in an offsides position, not been able to receive that. And FC Davis will look to slow things down, as have been under a lot of fire, have been under a lot of pressure in this game. We'll just look to keep the ball, try to get a couple successful passes back and forth. And Napa Valley will start once again with a higher press, not letting FC Davis kind of expand past their back three. And just like that, FC Davis get through a couple of players. They have the ball down towards the right channel, going towards the right wing. We'll see a high cross into the box and saved by Napa Valley. There was a player there for FC Davis, but the hands of Napa Valley's keeper was too tall. Napa Valley will get the free kick in their own area, and will start quickly. A good through ball. But we'll bring it back to midfield and then cross it over to that left wing, but not before FC Davis takes control and sends it back to their keeper. Napa Valley's pressing high, though. Could force a mistake from FC Davis if they're not careful. FC Davis passing it back towards their left side of the field, and will start to charge up the field. With speed, they're charging. Lays it off to their winger to try to get a good cross into the box, but that seems to have been somewhat successful. Defended successfully by Napa Valley, though it looks like they've conceded a corner kick, and FC Davis will have another opportunity to get a ball facing the goal. FC Davis's goal scoring leader is Elijah Alba. He has 8 goals on the year so far, which is tied for 4th in the league, though they have the top 3 assist leaders, and that corner kick is saved. If FC Davis are looking for a goal today, it will likely be from their top 3 assist leaders. Oh, it looked like that might have been a foul, but the ref is going to let him play on. And FC Davis will continue to drive the ball, though it will be... Oh, good cross. It was well defended from Napa Valley, but FC Davis got back on the end of it and crossed it over. As I was going to say, they have the top 3 assist leaders in the entire conference. Lucas Fernandez Kim has 5 on the season. Soroush Solari Naaman has 3 on the season. And Bennett Olsen Zwick has 2 on the season. Those are the top 3 assist leaders in the entire conference. And they are all on FC Davis. So look for one of them to get a good cross or a good pass into the box if FC Davis are to get on the score sheet today. Though it looks like a little skirmish going on. So the ref stops play for a little bit. It might have been there was some off-ball action going on that we didn't see clearly what was going on. Maybe a little bit of a skirmish between a FC Davis attacker and Napa Valley defender. Unclear of who will gain possession. It looks like Napa Valley will get the ball. Seems to be all right, which is always a great thing. As everyone starts to get back into the shape, where will Napa Valley take this possession? How fast do they want to play?
Yeah, no. You want to catch?
Not really.
I have to move it. Hold on.
I'll just come up.
Napa Valley will start to bring the ball up. They were without possession for a little while there. They're going to bring it back down now. They have 3 players inside the box. They can get a cross in. They do slightly, but FC Davis is there, and they will allow a goal kick. Good, strong defending from FC Davis to make sure it goes out by a Napa Valley player and to make sure that attack is finished. Although 2 Napa Valley players pressing high, forcing a quick kick from the keeper, and Napa Valley will get that ball back. They are awarded with the ball deep in FC Davis's half as they will play back towards the right wing. Pass back through the middle. FC Davis are the one that's looking to press, but Napa Valley finds some space on the right side. And they get a cross off. We see someone else. That is a goal. Napa Valley find the breakthrough that they were looking for. 39 minutes in, and Napa Valley will go 1 up on FC Davis. It was an incredible cross from deep within FC Davis's own territory via Napa Valley. And it's a quick restart, but my goodness, what a goal. And Napa Valley has FC Davis in a lot of trouble as Napa Valley are up 1-0, but FC Davis looking for a quick response though. Couldn't even celebrate the goal for a little bit. They had to get right back on it. The restart was so quick. Though Napa Valley will get the ball back. My, oh my, what a beautiful goal. Just found space inside the box and was able to put the ball away after a couple of attempts that looked exactly like it, but unsuccessful. That last attempt finally broke through for Napa Valley, and they're looking for another one. Though we might see offsides, it does go into the back of the net, but it is offsides and a potential foul on the striker as well. So Well, Napa Valley looking to not only be the first team to force FC Davis to drop points, but to give FC Davis their first overall loss of the season, not even just a draw. If FC Davis don't find a way to respond in the next 50 minutes of this matchup. FC Davis, it seems like no matter what they do in attacking territory, they always get the ball stripped away from them. They're gonna get it. Oh, they just save it before it goes out of play. But Napa Valley is there to just always poke the ball away. It is an incredible defense on that left side of the field from Napa Valley. The ref has quickly stopped play for something that looks off the ball. We might have an early substitution, as far as I can tell. It's hard to see, though. So FC Davis will have possession of the ball. Now down 1-0 to Napa Valley. Unfamiliar territory for FC Davis. Normally they're the first to strike. Normally they always get out to these leads, and are normally the teams always out in front. Rare to see FC Davis behind in a matchup in this NorCal conference, but Napa Valley have just played aggressive this entire half so far, and it paid back in dividends. With about 4 minutes left of this first half plus stoppage time, FC Davis will look to try to find an equalizer. Good throw in from FC Davis, trying to find an opening towards the middle of the field. Gonna have to switch it all the way to the right side. But many Napa Valley players shutting down that wing. And back to the left for FC Davis, who will look for another long ball back to that right side if he can find someone there. And a connection has been made. What a tough breakthrough. Good cross for FC Davis. Oh, too fast for anyone to get on the end of that one. But it was a good look. Just streamlines itself across the face of goal. But unfortunately, no one was there to get to the end of that.
FC number 12, Emmanuel Duran into the match, replacing number 9, Luis Ramirez.
Luis Ramirez for Napa Valley gets taken out of the matchup before the first half is over. So hoping that he's okay. But Napa Valley looking to keep up that possession, even without him, even without their top goal scorer. So FC Davis look for an answer. Good slide tackle from Napa Valley, but FC Davis keep the possession. We'll get some passes across midfield. And pass it down to their right wing. Good cross into the box, and they find someone, but just couldn't get to the end of it again. Oh, if they got to the end, it could have been a great look at goal. But it might have been just too far. And Napa Valley will roll it back out and start an attack of their own. As we enter the closing moments of the first half, though, FC Davis now are looking like the team to get some possession. Good skip through as they get the ball towards the top of the 18. Find someone, but a good diving save from Napa Valley once again. We're now looking to keep their lead. Napa Valley have the ball thrown out to their right side. Ooh, shouts for a possible handball from FC Davis, but they do not get it their way. And Napa Valley will keep going. 45th minute of play. Just keeping the ball in their own territory FC Davis might look to try to get a higher press. They know that they have a perfect season on the line here, and it just became that much harder for them to keep that intact. Will now be needing to score 2 goals. Although Napa Valley, good skill there to keep the ball. Oh, but gets trucked by a couple of FC Davis defenders who regain that ball. In the 45th minute. A few minutes of stoppage time. But the ball goes out of play for a Napa Valley throw-in. Napa Valley still not ready, still not satisfied. As they keep the ball. The Napa Valley are looking to rectify what was actually called an offsides goal, and the goal was disallowed. So Napa Valley are now pressing to get the ball and get a lead back that was ultimately lost due to the goal being disallowed. Unfortunate for Napa Valley. It was a good string of plays for that chance, but they will look to try to get a confirmed goal. Great shot. Had to get a hand on it. Was the FC Davis keeper. Almost caught him off guard. Was Napa Valley. But ultimately that will go out for a goal kick. So if you're just joining us, Napa Valley had a goal, but it was disallowed for offsides. They were originally up 1-0, but as it stands, this first half is still scoreless. And now FC Davis will have a chance to maybe get a lead of their own. Who wants it more before the end of the half? Ball is kicked out. That will be an FC Davis throw-in. Plays it short. Brings it back towards the middle of the field. And a lot of open space for FC Davis. Slightly slips while passing that, but finds an open player on the left wing. Gonna try and find some help inside the box. Or will he take it himself? Find someone just outside the 18. FC Davis will just cross it back to the outside. Look to find an open player. We'll look to try and get the ball back into the box after they tries to dance through a couple of Napa Valley defenders. Will be played back towards the center of the field. And FC Davis starting a strong possession.
1 minute of added time in the first half. 1 minute.
And with 1 minute of added time in the first half, FC Davis will look to get something going before the half is over. Though they're falling deeper and deeper, Napa Valley is keeping a strong shape. Good header from Napa Valley back to their keeper, who's going to send it far. Looks for a quick restart and potential counter from Napa Valley. Strong cross on the right wing. Could we see a potential cross into the box? Napa Valley having a juggle through 2 FC Davis defenders, but they keep the ball. Go through. Will they find an open man? Good cross, but too many FC Davis players there. Napa Valley have a good shot, about 20 yards out. Don't get it off, though. We see a low ground cross, but FC Davis were well aware and got on top of that one. And that is going to be the halftime whistle. So 1 goal was disallowed for Napa Valley for being offsides, but besides that, very intense matchup. FC Davis 0, Napa Valley 0 after 45.
Looks great. Oh.
When termites show up, so do we. Terminix it.
In our online world, we have access to endless communication channels. But despite our online connections, one dynamic will always separate the value in a phone call from an email, and that's relationship. Growing businesses and customer relationships live and die by the phone system, and an enterprise phone solution is the key to bridging the communication gap between you and your customers. At Spectrum VoIP, we exist to make sure your communication is seamless, consistent, and reliable. With simple pricing and reliable support, we dramatically reduce your telecommunication expenses. We come to you to install, train, and onboard your team, and our 24/7 support team is always available to help. Our interactive web portal has endless features that include the real-time data you need, the ability to record, download, and re-listen to phone calls, and sending SMS text messages straight from your computer. And the best part is that all of this is available in the palm of your hand. Since reliability is one of your top priorities, we make it one of ours. So what makes us different? We don't just connect your phones. We power your connection with your customers, your team, and your next level as a business.
In for Baccarat, and that goes in! Hugo Baccarat gives Flint City a 3-2. Buckley, the ball falls to Buckley. 1-on-1 with Etheridge. What a save! Welcome into the first ever MSN All-State Media Day for Girls Soccer. Jonathan Turner alongside Dan Stickerett. Ball comes in, a good head! 1-0! Shot, another save from Etheridge! Rebound, and it goes in the back of the net. The Bulldogs up 1-0! effectively today here on the Michigan Soccer Network, we are launching our new division of player recruiting videos. Mario Canoe now finds Stock. Stock's got a left-footed banger. He shoots it! It's in! The Red Hawks equalize!
Looks great.
When termites show up, so do we. Terminix it.
In our online world, we have access to endless communication channels. But despite our online connections, one dynamic will always separate the value in a phone call from an email, and that's relationship. Growing businesses and customer relationships live and die by the phone system, and an enterprise phone solution is the key to bridging the communication gap between you and your customers. At Spectrum VoIP, we exist to make sure your communication is seamless, consistent, and reliable. With simple pricing and reliable support, we dramatically reduce your telecommunication expenses. We come to you to install, train, and onboard your team, and our 24/7 support team is always available to help. Our interactive web portal has endless features that include the real-time data you need, the ability to record, download, and re-listen to phone calls, and sending SMS text messages straight from your computer. And the best part is that all of this is available in the palm of your hand. Since reliability is one of your top priorities, we make it one of ours. So what makes us different? We don't just connect your phones. We power your connection with your customers, your team, and your next level as a business.
for Baccarat, and that goes in! Hugo Baccarat gives Flint City a 3-2. Buckley, oh, the ball falls to Buckley. 1-on-1 with Etheridge. What a save!
Welcome into the first ever MSN All-State Media Day for Girls Soccer. Jonathan Turner alongside Dan Stickerett.
Ball comes in, a good head! 1-0! Shot, another save from Etheridge! Rebound, and it goes in the back of the net. The Bulldogs up 1-0! Burzma, but then for Vlasma! 3-0! Stewart Heights with a shot! Over 90 and in!
Effectively today here on the Michigan Soccer Network, we are launching our new division of player recruitment videos.
Mario Canoe now Feinstock. Feinstock's got a left-footed banger. He shoots it, and it's in! The Red Hawks equalize!
Looks great.
When termites show up, so do we. Terminix it.
In our online world, we have access to endless communication channels. But despite our online connections, one dynamic will always separate the value in a phone call from an email, and that's relationship. Growing businesses and customer relationships live and die by the phone system, and an enterprise phone solution is the key to bridging the communication gap between you and your customers. At Spectrum VoIP, we exist to make sure your communication is seamless, consistent, and reliable. With simple pricing and reliable support, we dramatically reduce your telecommunication expenses. We come to you to install, train, and onboard your team, and our 24/7 support team is always available to help. Our interactive web portal has endless features that include the real-time data you need, the ability to record, download, and re-listen to phone calls, and sending SMS text messages straight from your computer. And the best part is that all of this is available in the palm of your hand. Since reliability is one of your top priorities, we make it one of ours. So what makes us different? We don't just connect your phones. We power your connection with your customers, your team, and your next level as a business.
and gentlemen, welcome back to the second half of this Leagues for Clubs matchup between FC Davis and Napa Valley 1839 FC. Scoreline is 0-0. Napa Valley are in the white kits and FC Davis are in the black kits. We thank you for joining us for this second half so far. And the fields have switched. So FC Davis will now be playing out of the left end and attacking towards the right, whereas Napa Valley will be attacking towards the left end. Napa Valley, as we mentioned earlier, had a goal taken away, disallowed for offsides. They had a breakthrough in the 40th minute, but unfortunately that one was overturned for them, and the scoreline will remain 0-0. FC Davis have a perfect record so far, 8 wins, 0 draws, 0 losses. If the results from today remain 0-0, then FC Davis will drop points for the first time this season, though unfortunately it looks like one of their players is struggling on the field. Not entirely sure what happened, as it might have been off the ball. So assistance has been called onto the field to check on FC Davis' player to see if they are okay.
Over here.
And it looks like they will work with him off the field, and just briefly, it looks like FC Davis will be playing with 10 men if they decide to continue and restart play. You'll see a drop ball from the ref.
Substitution for FC Davis, number 11, Andrew Roskis into the lineup for the Lions, replacing number 21, Mustafa Ali.
So instead, Ali will go out. Unfortunate injury for him, though will get subbed. And FC Davis will be back to a full 11 in this second half as we get this one underway and see if we can find a breakthrough between two of the top 3 teams in the NorCal Conference. FC Davis have a throw-in, somewhat deep in their own territory, but concede to Napa Valley, who get a throw-in of their own. FC Davis, good backwards flick on. And they will look to get a cross inside the box, tries to find someone who's towards the edge of the 18. Couldn't get a shot off. Many Napa Valley defenders there to make sure the ball does not get towards their goal. And FC Davis, though, having possession back, will have to restart from back in their own end. It was a good chance for FC Davis, but that final touch, that final finish was not there, but they can restart once again as they drive down the left wing. Look for a potential cross as they roll the ball back. And they'll pass it back just to keep that possession. They'll send it back within their own half and all the way back to the keeper. FC Davis will hold on to the ball. They're so far doing well this half, in these first few minutes, these opening minutes of the second half, holding on to the ball. They're awarded with a free kick that they're just going to play short. They'll start to get a drive going. But we will get a free kick deep in the final third of Napa Valley. This might be the best look for FC Davis thus far, as the ball will be pretty close to the top of the box. Not sure if that was a necessary foul for Napa Valley to commit, but it gives FC Davis a great opportunity. Multiple players on the top of the 18 looking to potentially get on the scoreboard early in this second half and take a lead to perhaps preserve their perfect season and keep that alive, and maybe go 9 wins in a row to start the year if they can convert on this. It looked like they were going direct to goal, but it was too strong and it skies over the goal. Just didn't dip far enough and fast enough. Was a little bit too high. It was a good look, a lot of power behind it, but ultimately the free kick was wasted, and Napa Valley will get back on the ball and will restart the build-up. But right now, Napa Valley having a little trouble holding on to the ball, keeping that possession. And FC Davis will play it tough. They'll play it long. They're going to get onto the box. Oh, and they're going to kick it off out of bounds. And they are awarded a corner kick. Plenty of Napa Valley defenders there to make sure that ball does not get towards the center of the goal. But FC Davis are awarded with a corner kick. First corner kick of the second half. FC Davis gets a good ball in. A lot of Napa Valley defenders there. Going to try and clear it. Bicycle kicks to clear it. And now they will look to start an attack of their own. Something they've been so good at in this first half. They find someone in the open space. But it's saved by FC Davis. Wow, what a counter from Napa Valley. But just misses that final touch, that final finish. And FC Davis, at the end of the day, strong save to keep Napa Valley at zeros with them. Though they also do commit a foul, and Napa Valley will get a free kick in FC Davis's half. Napa Valley are 5 points behind FC Davis after drawing against Fuego U23 last week, dropping points for the first time this season. They do have a game in hand, so if they win this matchup, they will go up to 22 points. They will jump up to second, depending on the results of the Oakland SC Yuba FC game, as Oakland is also in second place. Free kick from Napa Valley, finds someone, but FC Davis got the head to it first. Napa Valley will continue holding on to the ball, but will have to play it back, all the way back to their keeper, and restart from there. They're going to send it long, though, and switch the field of play to an open player on the left wing. Dancing through a couple of FC Davis defenders, trying to get a good cross in. Oh, required a brilliant save from FC Davis. And now they will look to get on the front foot. Though unfortunately, their forward-most player was offsides on that pass, would not have been able to complete it. And Napa Valley will get the ball back. Lots of back and forth action early in this second half. Napa Valley is going to pass it back, keep it within their own territory. Good through ball. Still hanging on to it, but FC Davis, lots of back and forth. But Napa Valley end up with the ball after all that skirmish, all the shuffling. Can they attempt a cross? gets a little bit of a fall there, but Napa Valley will keep the ball, get the throw in, and will play it in quick. Tried to get it in the box, but FC Davis too long for him, and Napa Valley will recover. Go to theleaguefc.com to find up-to-date results and standings. Check out club profiles. Read the latest league-wide news and much, much more. Bookmark it while you're there, theleaguefc.com. FC Davis wins a throw-in. Trying to build out of their own half, but Napa Valley, once again, just like they've been doing in the first half, pressing high. Though FC Davis might have found an opening. Wasn't large enough as Napa Valley will have possession of the ball. And they'll look to pass it back. Try to hold on to the ball. Still scoreless. 10 minutes into the second half. Between two of the top 3 teams in the NorCal Conference this season. The ball will go out of play, and it looks like Napa Valley will be awarded a corner kick. So Napa Valley's first corner, second corner overall the second half, but Napa Valley's first. Looking for a goal that will count this time. This could be a very good opportunity to make that happen for them. Especially if they look to catch with Oakland SC and FC Davis in the rankings. Good corner kick, but a little bit too low. FC Davis were there to get on the end of that one and ends up clearing it all the way to midfield. But Napa Valley is still with the ball, passing it back towards the left channel. Gonna drive towards the middle, try to find an opening towards the top of the box. But FC Davis are there to recover. Good, strong defense. Can they build some sort of counter of their own? Napa Valley falling back into shape. FC Davis will win a throw in there. We'll drive the ball up. Oh, but it's going to go in favor of Napa Valley. All right. Napa Valley will win possession of the ball there. And have had a couple of good looks this entire game. I'd say Napa Valley has probably had the better chances so far during the first 60 minutes of this game. But despite that one disallowed goal, they have not been able to break through successfully. FC Davis keeping their defense tight. And both offenses known for scoring multiple goals, 2, 3, 4, sometimes 5 or more in their matchups. You don't get to 29 goals for 7 or 8 games without scoring at least 3 to 4 goals per game. And yet, 59 minutes in, scoreless amongst the two. Unfamiliar territory for the two. But FC Davis looking to change that quickly. Shouts of offsides from Napa Valley as FC Davis try to get towards the end of it. It will go out of play, not out of play. The keeper will keep it in. And Napa Valley will restart back in their own territory. Trying to slow the game down a little bit. As FC Davis just letting them play with the ball in their own half. Although we start to see a little bit of a press. Napa Valley breakthrough. Oh, a little bit of a step in there from FC Davis, but weren't able to grab that one cleanly. Nice slide tackle from FC Davis, and they will regain possession. Looked to pass it, but that will be called for offsides as he passed the ball towards the top of the box. Their forwardmost player was just too far ahead of the last defender. And Napa Valley will once again restart play. "60 minutes have gone, and both teams have had a couple of good looks. Napa Valley with the better chances, but FC Davis doing well this first half, keeping the ball for a majority of the second half thus far. And again, looking to get that breakthrough, looking to establish a lead, and looking to keep their perfect season afloat. Ref blows his whistle, play is stopped. It's like a substitution for Napa Valley seems to be in effect right now. And that's exactly what's happening.
FC Hobby replacing UV for
Napa Valley getting some fresh legs with about 30 minutes to go plus stoppage time in this second half. So FC Davis will now restart play with the ball in their own end. Try not to lose the ball to Napa Valley, which they did. Can they get a good, successful counter? But they can't. They couldn't convert on that opportunity. It was a great opportunity for Napa Valley, but FC Davis will clear. Oh, almost a defensive blunder there for FC Davis. But Napa Valley unable to convert. And will instead remain with the ball in FC Davis's half. Oh, great slide tackle once again for FC Davis. Oh, but we're going to see a foul in our first booking of the matchup. As we saw Napa Valley hold back FC Davis as the ball rolled past him. And FC Davis will be awarded a free kick. Our first booking of the night goes to Napa Valley. Yellow card shown. And FC Davis about 35 to 40 yards out of the goal. Will have a free kick. They might look to get a potential long cross into the box if they're feeling bold, if they're feeling risky. They could do some short passes. They got a couple of players ready to play it short if need be. 2 players on the ball. Many decisions, trying to throw off Napa Valley, make them think one thing when they might actually do another. Although once again, it looks like FC Davis is dealing with a player down on the field. Seems to be in a little bit of pain, which is unfortunate. Got some athletic trainers on the field to help him out. And walking gingerly, not sure if they will be able to continue the matchup. So far this half, FC Davis.
Number 24, Marcus Garcia replacing number 17, Ryan Holberg.
Seems to be losing a couple players to injury. Holberg going out. But another opportunity for a substitution for FC Davis, which they take advantage of. And we just hope Holberg's okay. Well, it's not time to panic yet for FC Davis in terms of their perfect record. They still have time. And instead they play it back as opposed to going towards the goal. They will lose the ball to Napa Valley, but it ends up just being cleared. And FC Davis will restart.
To me, this is the ultimate.
Good strong possession. Another tough ball, but that one's not called. So Napa Valley will hang on to the ball. Strong defense there to force the ball out of the reach.
I am
of FC Davis.
basically recruited by, so I'm on the women's club soccer team at
Napa
Davis,
Valley.
and
Good couple of passes, but loses
a
it
lot
to
of the
FC
men's
Davis.
players
He's going to try
that
to get a
play for FC
through
Davis
ball
come
in.
from the club soccer team.
Tries to find
And
that
so
connection.
we kind of
They're still on it.
have connections, and so the men's club soccer coach who kind of like heads
But they end up
FC
passing
Davis
it back a couple of times.
has
Napa
us
Valley trying
sometimes
to
come
keep
out
their
for
shape, but
volunteer
also keep a little bit of press.
for basically fundraising
letting
for
FC
our women's
Davis
soccer team. So he's like FC Davis
Get too
technically
crazy.
our
Bring it
women's
up too
soccer team
far.
for our people to like come out and staff and basically help.
FC
run
Davis
FC
really
Davis
trying to
show.
find an opening.
So I'm live streaming.
Whether it's on
this
one of the
off
wings,
my
the left
phone
didn't work there.
to wherever
Napa Valley pushed
FC
it out a
Davis
little bit.
watchers
FC Davis wants to
watch.
restart
I'm
towards
not
the middle of the
super
field
sure
once again.
who is watching right now?
Gonna
but
send
I
it
am
out to the right
recording.
wing.
You're live streaming.
Yeah, I'm
Passing
live
it back
streaming.
once again.
Yeah,
That even makes it even more amazing.
I know. And
Where's
everybody,
all the other stuff? I mean, come on.
I don't know. It's just an app.
FC Davis.
You log in and start a film, and
Will
and
be
people
awarded a
have the
free
link,
kick.
and you can
Tough foul there. But
Yeah.
FC Davis
somehow.
will be awarded that kick
Yeah, it is.
right across midfield. They're just going to
Yeah, of
play it
course.
short, I would assume. Pick up a piece of history and purchase your own TLFC match ball. Visit selectsport.com and type the words "the league" in the search bar to find a link to purchase your own Select Tempo TV League match ball. That's select-sport.com and type the words "the league" in the search bar. FC Davis has a player on the right wing who has possession of the ball, looking to find a cross into the box, but nope, they will pass it back and end up switching the field of play, finding someone on the left wing. Few players starting to enter the box. High cross coming through, but Napa Valley will get ahead to it. Sliding kick from FC Davis. Doesn't go anywhere, and Napa Valley will return with the ball. Napa Valley so far not getting the possession that they have wanted, that they have had in the first half, and so far have been trying to play with their backs against the wall in the second half. But can they get a good spell here? Something they've had a lot of in the first half, trying to get a very adventurous through ball, which seems to have connected, but FC Davis with a good spell of defense to not let that adventurous through ball become a successful conversion. That being said, they do concede a corner kick, and Napa Valley will get on the end of this and look to potentially take a lead with about 3/4 of the matchup gone. Napa Valley will take their second corner kick of the half. Got a lot of players in the box. High corner kick. Keeper punches it out. Napa Valley keeps it in, and FC Davis will kick it far out, but it's not enough for a good clearance yet. Napa Valley will still be on the end of this one, finding their left wing. Looking to get across into the middle of the box. And it looked that they got on the end of it. But FC Davis were there to defend once again. And Napa Valley had another good chance and a good look at goal. Once again, another opportunity to take the lead. But alas, FC Davis keeping their defense up tight and not letting anything get past that goal. Good kick from the keeper, though. Quick foul. Oh, a little bit of a skirmish. FC Davis will get possession. They will be awarded a free kick. Ref is having some words with Napa Valley. And they'll play it short. FC Davis bringing it up. But out for a throw-in for FC Davis. Good look to switch the field of play if they want to. Keeping it on that left side. Gonna send it deep, but no one was really there to get that, and Napa Valley will get the ball back there. Good couple of throw-ins. But FC Davis once again looking to get on the end of it, and they do. Though, not before a foul is called against FC Davis. It'll be a free kick for Napa Valley. Looked like there was a potential skirmish there. My apologies. But Napa Valley would just restart on the ref's discretion. They'll look to get a good through ball. Nice ground pass. So FC Davis with the interception. Gonna look to start through that left channel once again. Get a good attack. Try to find someone at the end of it. Can they get something on the end of this through the box? No one was there though. Unfortunately, no one around to get to the end of that ball. And Napa Valley looking to start. Going through FC Davis's half. So getting a good cross at the end of it. FC Davis gets ahead to it. It might start a counter of their own. Ooh, sliding kick forward. Didn't look like they were on the same page there. Loses his footing. And will give the ball back to Napa Valley. Very strong defensive battle for both teams, both clubs. And FC Davis diving to the ground and saving that ball. Making sure it does not get to the back of their net. FC Davis has had some great goalkeeper play. Lots of saves in the first half. Strong awareness in the second half. Can they build something with their attack? Keeping the ball on that left side. They tend to favor that left side when pressing. When going for that attack. Have an opening on the right though. Right wing with a bit of an opening. Going for a good cross. Ooh. Napa Valley got to the end of it. Oh, good step back. Cross header in. And FC Davis from the right side of the field scores. And the team with the perfect record on the year has a strong case to keep their perfect record alive after a beautiful cross right from inside the box on the end touchline in a strong header to the back of the net. Just a quick switch up of play from FC Davis. That was the way to do it for them because they were on that left side. They were favoring the left channel, the left wing during all of their buildups in the second half. But as soon as they switched to the right, a couple of good cutbacks and skill moves to get through a couple of Napa Valley defenders and crosses the ball into the box. Beautiful pacing on it and just a great header. Too fast, too close for Napa Valley's keeper to even react to. And FC Davis gets the opening goal and will lead after 74 minutes in this matchup. This one is definitely not over yet, but FC Davis have made a case for themselves to once again remain perfect and start this season with 9 wins and no points dropped.
Replacing him is number 20, Jonathan Montoya.
Napa Valley are going to need to find a response now. Let's not forget that both teams still do not have a loss heading into this matchup. FC Davis, as we've mentioned, with a perfect 8-0 record. Napa Valley, 6 wins, but suffered their first draw last week. But they do not have any losses either. Now, with 15 minutes plus stoppage time to go, Napa Valley is potentially staring down the barrel of their first loss of the season against the best team in the league, points-wise, FC Davis, who saves that ball and will try to build out of their own end. Gonna play through the right. But we'll hang on to the ball with a couple of passes in the middle. We'll go back to that left side, see if they can find anything there, but a good cross. Finding the right side of the field once again. Will they find success once again? Pass back from the top. Ooh, good cross inside the box. No one really there, but finds a player on the left wing. Gonna try to dribble through a couple of Napa Valley defenders. Try to get a strike off on his own, but Napa Valley were aware. Good save from their keeper to dive onto the ball and send it forward. Now might be start. It might be time to panic. But there's still a bit of time for Napa Valley to at least retaliate. FC Davis have had an uptight defense and do not want that to happen. And it looks like they are awarded a throw-in as the ball goes out of play around midfield. FC Davis will send it forward. Will continue to keep on that left side. Has a player streaking down the middle. They couldn't find him though. Loses possession. Napa Valley will look to gain some ground here. They're going to look to drive. But FC Davis, again, on the end of it with their defense. Staying strong with their shape. So Napa Valley looking to dispossess and keep the ball in FC Davis's half. For FC Davis, they will send it deep. But Napa Valley once again to the end of this one. They're still keeping the ball in FC Davis's half. We're to try to find an area of attack. Finds an opening from the box. Can they get a good cross in? Finds someone at the end of it. FC Davis is there. Looking to clear. And FC Davis once again slides down onto the field. Another slip and fall while trying to clear it. But it will be a foul against Napa Valley for the fall. And FC Davis with a goal up in this matchup. It looks like a Napa Valley player might be down. A lot of bodies in the box during that final cross. So it looks like they're able to get up under their own power. So we'll see if they're able to continue participating in this matchup. FC Davis will restart deep in their own end. Napa Valley is going to try a very high press. Might leave themselves vulnerable towards counterattacks. But they do have a couple defenders out back, but FC Davis will recover. Can they find some? Oh, they were going direct to goal right there. Instead of finding someone from across, they went direct to goal, but just a little wide for FC Davis. Good sneaky counterattack from them that Napa Valley have to be wary of while they're in this position of trying to go forward, trying to attack, sending the ball towards the middle of the field, but FC Davis is there once again to retaliate and clear that ball. And they find a player on that left channel. Looking to maybe make this game out of reach if they can find someone. He's going to take a deep shot from the top of the 18. No, he's just going to hang on to the ball and pass it. Back to that right side, dribbling through a couple of defenders, finding someone towards the middle of the field who switches it to that left wing. And it goes called for offside. So went from beyond the last defender back to recover that ball, but offsides was called for FC Davis. That will stop their attack promptly. And Napa Valley will have 10 minutes plus stoppage time to get on the board and at least secure a point to make sure that FC Davis do not get 9 points ahead of them at the end of this one, as that's where it stands now if the game ends at this current scoreline. Napa Valley getting a good couple of through balls in there, trying to find some numbers in the box. Good cross, header onto it, but once again, strong save from FC Davis and their keeper. My goodness. It is getting increasingly difficult to break through that FC Davis defense, especially at the final line with their keeper. So Napa Valley will recover a throw-in and look to potentially start quickly there. Little indecisiveness on who to take the ball. Going to try to sneak their way up the field, but will end up throwing it back. The keeper will send it deep towards that right side of midfield. Good through ball. Connects with a Napa Valley player. Tries to get a couple of back heels. Sends one from the top of the box. Tries to find a player, but FC Davis is there once again to keep the ball defense. And Napa Valley a little bit out of shape once again. Able to at least prevent the counterattack though, but FC Davis are still on top of it, and we got a player streaking down that left wing. Can he find someone inside the box or find some other players? FC Davis, an open player at the top of the box, sends it, but it deflects off some Napa Valley players, and it will go out of play as the keeper spills it for an FC Davis corner kick. They're going to take their time with this one as they are leading 1-0. Visit the League for Clubs on YouTube to keep up with our Build and Grow series, where we discuss what it's like running a men's amateur soccer team and answer questions from the public. Find us at youtube.com/@the-league-for-clubs or search for The League for Clubs on YouTube and subscribe today. FC Davis have an opportunity to slam the door on this matchup. They can get to the end, but good punch from Napa Valley and their keeper. So FC Davis will regain possession. It's not fully cleared yet. Trying to get a header at the top of the box, but backwards kick to clear it from Napa Valley. FC Davis will once again recover, though, and send it forward. Try to find a man. But Napa Valley were there. They will look to build something of their own. They need to build something of their own. Otherwise, they will have their first loss of the season. Ball goes out of play. FC Davis will take control. And we'll continue to play from that left channel, but seems like a crazy foul was there. The ref might have a booking, and we do see a booking once again towards a Napa Valley player. Stopping an attack, but not legally though. And will face a yellow card penalty because of it. FC Davis will take their time on this restart. Still looking for a potential second, but also looking to close this game out while they have the lead that they do. The lead that they're so familiar with. It's not a lead of many goals as they've experienced in prior matchups, but it is a lead nonetheless. But Napa Valley trying to push the ball forward. Not before FC Davis's keeper sends it back. So Napa Valley will keep it on their own half. They have about 5 minutes plus stoppage time to answer the call that FC Davis delivered in the 72nd minute. With a beautiful cross from the right side of the field, completed with a header right in front of goal that made it too fast for Napa Valley to react to. But they have 5 minutes to react to it in a similar manner. Good cross in. Can they find a person there? They don't. FC Davis look to try to, but Napa Valley gonna continue to build and try to just press forward. Everybody, all 10 of their outfield players in front of the halfway line. And another substitution will take place as the ball goes out of play for a Napa Valley throw-in deep into the final third of FC Davis. Napa Valley potentially getting some attacking players onto the field as they look to secure at least a point against the conference's top team. Can they answer? Can they answer with this throw-in? And can they answer? Oh, instead, it's a corner kick instead. It looked like a deep throw-in, but it's going to be, or at least a free kick. I'm sorry, it's a free kick from that side of the box. But FC Davis, once again, as they have been all night, have gotten ahead to it before Napa Valley to get anything on target. So Napa Valley got the ball. Good moves to keep that ball in possession. We'll send it to that right wing. Good floater into the box. FC Davis gets ahead there. Napa Valley keep the ball. We'll pass it inside the box. FC Davis will clear it slightly, but Napa Valley, again, all their outfield players in FC Davis's half, but the keeper decides to get out of his line and recover that ball. A multitude of attacks from Napa Valley. All unsuccessful, nothing to show for them. Still 0 on the scoreboard for them. Only a few minutes left. But they're going to bring it up once again on that right channel. See if they can break down FC Davis's defense. But a good sliding, good slide tackle from FC Davis. Looked like a ground cross. Napa Valley are awarded a corner kick because of that ground save from FC Davis. Kicks the ball out of play. And Napa Valley will get once again another corner. Another set piece. FC Davis have been very diligent all night. Have gotten to the end of all of Napa Valley's threats, all of their set pieces, all of their attacks. What can Napa Valley do differently to get that breakthrough that they need to force FC Davis to lose points for the first time this season? A corner kick awaits them.
Davis, number 6, Jose Gostalum, entering the lineup, replacing number 8, Bennett Olsenswick.
Olsenswick goes out of the game. One of the top 3 assist leaders for FC Davis. FC Davis looking to just bolster up their defense as the game winds down in the 90th minute. Napa Valley have other plans though. They see one more opportunity. Good corner kick. Find someone at the end of the box. But FC Davis is there to clear it. Is a counterattack among us. FC Davis will keep it. And send the ball forward. They still have players inside the box. Just barely over the head. shouting for a corner kick, but it is going to remain in FC Davis's possession for a goal kick.
The fourth officials indicate there will be a minimum of 4 minutes of added time in the second half. 4 minutes.
4 minutes of stoppage time has been confirmed as we cross the 90th minute. Napa Valley have 4 minutes to do what no team has done this season so far and force FC Davis to drop points. They are not in a position to do so just yet. They need to score if they want to make that happen. Otherwise, they will make history in a way that they don't want, and they will suffer their first loss if the scoreline stays like this, which FC Davis do want. They do want their perfect season to stay alive. What a beautiful side flick from FC Davis to try to find a player on the right wing, which they're able to find. Couple of moves, but unable to keep that possession as no one was there to help him. Napa Valley will continue to attack once again. They find a player on the right channel, but it is taken away from FC Davis, who will try to build something of their own, try to keep the ball away from Napa Valley for as long as possible. Although Napa Valley do get the ball back, but not before FC Davis takes it, and Napa Valley will recover. Lots of one-touch possessions here in this stoppage time. Although Napa Valley will slow it down just a tad. They'll send a ball into the box. They find, or they were looking for someone that was right around that 6-yard line, but it was unable to connect. And FC Davis will take control. FC Davis, with that goal, have scored 30 goals on the season so far in their 9th game. Very impressive for a team who've scored a lot of goals. But this is definitely one of their lowest outputs against a very difficult team in their own right. But FC Davis will look to try to keep it out of Napa Valley's possession. And it does come out of a Napa Valley player, so it will be an FC Davis throw-in. We see a throw-in straight towards the middle of the field. Now, FC Davis will hold on to the ball, pass it towards the left side. Napa Valley need to regain their shape. They don't want this to get out of reach. They don't want a second goal from FC Davis, who are juggling inside the box right now. Finding a player on that left channel. Napa Valley getting back into shape onto their defensive half. Will regain possession. About a minute and a half for them to get an equalizer. Streaking down the right wing, waiting for players to come up. Holding the ball back, sending it towards the middle of the box. Finding somebody to get a shot off, to get a shot on target, to test the keeper one more time. Streaking through, trying to break through all of FC Davis's defense. But FC Davis will recover. 45 seconds left in. A little bit of a pass behind the intended player for FC Davis. And Napa Valley will recover. Have about 30 seconds. Could be their last attack. They find someone, but FC Davis is there, as they have been all night, to head the ball away. And that's going to be the game. That was the last attack for Napa Valley, but it was unsuccessful. It was all unsuccessful. FC Davis keep their perfect streak and their perfect season alive. FC Davis 1, Napa Valley 1839, FC 0. Napa Valley suffers their first loss of the season, while FC Davis remain perfect.
June 7th against San Ramon. Both kickoff times are at 7 p.m. We hope to see you then. Until then, have a great and safe rest of your night, everyone.
Great seeing you.